This is CBS 8 News Live at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm Evan Irani, in for Heather Myers.
And I'm Netta Iranpur. Glad to have you here. It's 12 o'clock right now, and a trial is underway at this very moment for the sailor who's accused of starting this massive fire. This is the one that destroyed the USS Bonhomme Richard.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedall is joining us outside of the Naval Base San Diego. She's got the details and what she's seen.
Today is day one in the trial against Seaman recruit Ryan Mays, and the big takeaway from this morning is that he has chosen a bench trial. So a military judge will determine his fate, and if he is found guilty, a judge will determine his sentence. Now, cameras are not allowed inside the courtroom, but I can tell you that Seaman Mays is seated next to his three military attorneys at a table. He did look a little bit nervous when he walked into the courtroom, but he has not shown much of any emotion. Now, opening statements got started about 10:30. Prosecutors started by saying, quote, "It was a mischievous act of defiance gone wrong." Mays is accused of starting the fire on the USS Bonhomme Richard back in July of 2020, and prosecutors say the smoke was so thick other sailors couldn't put out the flames and, quote, "watched in horror as the ship burned." And it burned for several days until ATF agents could go in, assess the damage, and they determined it was arson. Now, prosecutors say Mays was a disgruntled sailor who had dropped out of SEALs training. They say he used an accelerant to start this fire. They say they have an eyewitness who saw him in the lower V area, the area where the fire started, even though they say he had no business being there. The defense, however, says the Navy is making Mays the scapegoat for this fire and chose to ignore all other potential suspects and instead focused on building a case around proving Mays is the culprit. The trial is scheduled to last 2 weeks. The government said this morning they will be calling several sailors to the witness stand, including one who is now living in Chicago.